Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Learn with Fauzia. So in this video, we will discuss about the classification of signals. Under that, we will discuss about the energy and power signals. So let's get into the video. For any signal x of t, the total energy is defined as E equal to limit t tends to infinity integral minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square dt in joules, and the average power is limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t integral minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square dt watts. Or we can use this formula also. Here we are averaging the time duration. Here the total duration is 2t, so it is divided by 2t. Here the total duration is t, so it is divided by t. We are averaging the time duration. So before seeing how these formulas are arrived, first we will define what is meant by the energy and power signals. So a signal is said to be energy signal if the total energy of the signal is finite and the average power is 0. So when you have the finite energy, automatically its power will be 0. Okay. So when you have a finite energy, that type of signal is called as the energy signal. And a signal is said to be power signal if the average power of the signal is finite and energy is infinite. So when you have finite power, automatically its energy will be infinite, and that signal we call it as a power signal. Okay, so when you have finite energy, that signal is energy signal. When you have finite power, then the signal is power signal. Now we will see how these formulas are arrived, the energy and power formulas. We know that energy is equal to power into time. Power into time. For example, consider this circuit which is having a resistance. You want to calculate the average power of that circuit. You are giving either the voltage signal or current signal. Okay, any signal you are giving here. How we calculate the power of that average power of that circuit? P is equal to I RMS square into R. So if you are giving the current signal in the circuit, or it is Vrms square into R if you are giving the voltage signal here. So power will be equal to the RMS square of the signal into R. I can write like this. If consider R equal to 1 ohm. So power will be equal to RMS square of the signal. Okay, so how we calculate the RMS of a signal? So you have to go from right to left. First you square the signal, take the mean and take the square root. Now consider my signal is x of t. So x of t square of the signal is x of t the whole square, taking the mean. So if I take the mean between this duration, for example, if I take between minus t2 plus t, the total duration is 2t, so I have to take the mean as 2t. Okay, now after taking the mean, take the square root. So square root, this is the RMS of the signal. This one is the RMS of the signal. Now what is power? Power is the RMS square. Okay, so now my power is 1 by 2t minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square dt. Okay, so if my signal is periodic, this formula is enough. Okay, because it will go up to infinite duration. But if my signal is not a periodic, I have to calculate till I have to consider the time duration as infinite one. So generalizing the power formula as limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square dt. Okay, this is how the power formula is arrived. Now how the energy formula is arrived? Power into time duration. So what is the time duration we had considered here? It is 2t. Okay, so 2t it will cancel. So it will, the energy will be limit t tends to infinity minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square dt. This is how energy and power formulas are arrived. Try to remember, when E is finite, energy is finite, it is energy signal. When P is finite, it is a power signal. We will do some problems based on this energy and power signals. Okay. So first check whether the given signal is energy or power signal. So first we will find the energy. E equal to limit t tends to infinity minus t2 plus t x of t the whole square, that means e power minus 4t u of t the whole square dt. So when you have the unit step function, the time duration will from 0 to t. So I can write like this, 0 to infinity. Directly I will put the limit here, e power minus 8t dt. So e power minus 8t divided by minus 8, 0 to infinity. So when I put e power minus infinity, it is 0. When I put e power 0, it is 1. Okay. So I will be getting 0 minus of 1 by 8. So totally it is 1 by 8 joules. So here energy is finite. Energy is finite means this signal is a energy signal. So if energy is finite, automatically its power will be equal to 0. We can check that also. Means limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t minus t2 plus t e power minus 4t u of t the whole square dt. Okay. So we give limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t 0 to t e power minus 8t dt, or limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t e power minus 8t divided by minus 8, 0 to t. We'll be getting limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t e power minus 8. When you apply the limits, you will be getting e power minus 8t divided by minus 8 minus 0. Okay, when you put t tends to infinity here, automatically this will become 0. So this power. So power is equal to 0. Energy is finite and power is 0. Hence this signal is the energy signal. We'll see another one example here. So here x of t equal to 4 e power minus 2t plus 3 e power minus 4t into u of t. So energy is equal to limit minus infinity to plus infinity. I am just directly applying the energy x of t the whole square dt. Okay. So 0 to infinity, since it is unit step function, 16 e power minus 4t plus 9 e power minus 8t dt. Okay. So when you integrate, we'll be getting 16 e power minus 4t divided by minus 4, varies from 0 to infinity, plus 9 e power minus 8t divided by minus 8, varies from 0 to infinity. Okay. So here it is 0 plus 4. So 4 plus 9 by 8. 4 plus 9 by 8 is nothing but 241 by 8. Okay, which is a finite value. So this signal is energy signal. So directly we can calculate for the power. We know that energy equal to power into time. So power is 41 by 8, 1 by t into energy, power equal to 1 by t into energy. When you apply limits t tends to infinity in the power, you will be getting the power will be equal to 0 here. Okay. So the power is 0, energy is finite here. So the given signal is the energy signal. The next one, x of t equal to sine t into u of t. So first we will calculate the power here. I will tell you at the later end how we can find the energy and power signals by seeing the signal itself. So power equal to limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t 0 to t sine square t dt. Just I am applying the formula directly here. So limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t 0 to t. When you apply, we can write like this, sine square as 1 by 1 minus cos 2t divided by 2 into dt. So limit t tends to infinity 1 by 4t. When you integrate this, we will be getting 1 by t as t0 to t minus, when you integrate here, you will be getting sine 2t divided by 2, 0 to t. Okay. So apply limits separately. Limit t tends to infinity, 1 by 4t. You will be getting here t minus sine 2t divided by 2. Okay. So I can write like this, applying limits to individual components. So 1 by 4t into t minus limit t tends to infinity sine 2t divided by 2, this into 1 by 4t. Okay, so when you apply limit as infinity here, you will be getting 1 by 4 minus this one is 0. So total equal to power is finite here. So this one is a power signal. If you calculate the energy of this signal, E equal to limit t tends to infinity 0 to t sine square dt, then your limit t tends to infinity 1 minus cos 2t divided by 2 dt, then here limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2 into t minus, already this cos 2 terms is a 0. So when you apply limits, automatically it will be energy equal to finite. Okay. So the given signal x of t equal to sin t ut is a power signal. Now how we can identify whether it is a energy or power signal? By seeing the signal itself. So we have to remember these key points. If your signal is a decaying signal, that means as time tends to infinity, as we had seen in the first example, right? As time tends to infinity, the value becomes 0. They are the energy signal. So how the decaying signal will look like? It will be looking like this. Okay. So at time reaches to infinity, the value becomes 0. So when the value becomes 0, its energy becomes finite one. So when energy becomes finite, we call that as a energy signal. A signal of finite duration and finite magnitude or energy signals. So how it will look like this. So if we have finite duration, for example, -2 to +2. If a signal has a finite duration and finite magnitude, these are called the energy signals, because we can able to calculate the energy value here. All periodic signals are power signals. All periodic signals are power signal, because it will go up to infinite duration. Okay, it will reach up to infinite duration. So energy will be infinite here. When energy is infinite, power will be, average power will be equal to finite. So the all periodic signals are power signals. Though non-periodic but having a constant amplitude for infinite duration or power signals, like this sin t into ut. Okay, so which is having in the positive duration alone, it is not a periodic signal, but it is having a constant amplitude for infinite duration. Infinite duration, if we calculate the energy will be infinite here. So it is a power signal.